Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope that you are having a good week so far and that you are ready for Friday's light-hearted energy. Our teacher for this week is Hafez, and I have probably way too many quotes from Hafez to share with you today, so let's see if I get through all of them. I might not make that. Somebody, good morning. Hello, happy Friday. Serene, good morning. Happy Friday. And Tracy, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Reading through the work of Hafez, I'm always aware of how the tongue-in-cheek, almost mischievous nature of his words brings an air of playfulness to what can feel like a deep and serious topic. Our Friday meditation is always a celebration of love, but I also wanted to take the opportunity to lean into the light-hearted Friday energy to share with you some of Hafez's most playful truths, and probably way too many quotes today. Annalie, good morning. Dylan, a very good morning. Colette, good morning. Happy Friday to every one of you. The first two are like little poems. The first one's called Tripping Over Joy. Tripping Over Joy sounds like this. It says, what is the difference between your experience of existence and that of a saint? What is the difference between your experience of existence and that of a saint? Just a quick hello first to Linda and Charlene. Happy Friday. Welcome to this awesome space. And Maggie, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Hafez says, the saint knows that the spiritual path is a sublime chess game with God, and that the beloved has just made such a fantastic move that the saint is now continually tripping over joy and bursting out in laughter and saying, I surrender, I surrender. Whereas, my dear, I'm afraid that you still think you have 1,000 serious moves to make. I really love the ending of this one. The saint knows that in this game, God has just made the most brilliant move and is laughing and tripping over joy and saying, I surrender, I surrender. Whereas, my dear, I'm afraid you still think you have 1,000 serious moves to make. I think it's a brilliant little poem. The next little poem from Hafez is called Someone Should Start Laughing. He says, I have 1,000 brilliant lies for the question, how are you? I have 1,000 brilliant lies for the question, what is God? If you think that the truth can be known from words, if you think that the sun and the ocean can pass through that tiny opening called the mouth, oh, someone should start laughing. Someone should start laughing wildly now. Beatrix, good morning. Happy Friday. Awesome having you live with us this morning. And then being Friday, of course, the topic is love. And there's a bunch of thoughts from Hafez on love that I'd like to share as well. Anne-Marie, good morning. Danae, good morning. Awesome having you here. Hafez on love says, if it's not too dark, go for a walk. If it's not too dark, get some fresh air, try to smile. Say something kind to a safe-looking stranger if one happens by. Always exercise your heart's knowing. You may as well attempt something real along this path. Take your spouse or your lover into your arms the way you did when you first met. Let tenderness pour from your eyes the way the sun gazes warmly on the earth. Play a game with some children. Extend yourself to a friend. Sing a few ribald songs to your pets and your plants. Why not let them get drunk and wild? Let's toast every rung we've climbed on evolution's ladder. Whisper, I love you to the whole mad world. Let's stop reading about God. We will never understand him. Jump to your feet, wave your fists, threaten and warn the whole universe that your heart can no longer live without real love. Hafez tells us that love's journey unfolds through every process of love. Divine principles are constantly being demonstrated all around us. We cannot learn them through words or books or limited systems of human values. Hafez says, God is fully known only through love, which accepts everything. Love reveals the universe as a cosmic playground where everything and being participates in a single magnificent game. Antoinette, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Right, I'll just finish with two more. There'll be more quotes in the email I send out just now, but two last ones before we start meditating. Hafez says, one regret, dear world, that I am determined not to have when I'm lying on my deathbed is that I did not kiss you enough. That he did not kiss the world enough. And the last thought, such beautiful words. The heart is a 1,000-stringed instrument that can only be tuned with love. I guess that my takeaway from all of this to try and remind myself not to be too invested in the serious moves my ego thinks I need to make. And that perhaps the only worthy measure of a life well lived is to love as hard as I can and keep my arms wide open in acceptance to both the joys and the pains that love might bring. Stephen, a very good morning. Happy Friday. If you're all ready, let's close our eyes and slip into today's journey together. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, Soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, rising with every inhale and falling with every exhale, I want to remind you that there is a circle of beautiful humans sitting and breathing right along with you. Take a look around your circle. See these beautiful faces sitting in your circle. Notice the rising and falling of each breath in your circle. And then see if your imagination will allow you to fill in the background. As you look at these humans, what does the background look like? Where in the world is our circle sitting today? Have some fun with this thought. In this place that our circle is sitting, if you were to drop your hand to the ground next to you, what would you feel under your palms? What would you feel between your fingers? In this place where our circle is sitting, what does the breeze carry to you? What do you hear? And what do you smell? And in this place where our circle is sitting, what does the breeze feel like on your skin? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left and lean your upper body over to the right. See if you can bring your left ear closer to your left hip. And then bring your right ear closer to your right hip. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we can get ourselves to be present right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. As you release, yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, I want to remind you that there's a whole circle of people sitting here, taking that breath along with you. Each of us welcoming ourselves home along with you. Take your next big breath. I want to invite you to be as open and as playful as possible with this experience. Invite the child in you to come and play, and open your arms wide to imagination. As you take the next big breath and dive deep into you, I want you to fill the balloon in your belly bigger than you ever have before. Inhale more air than you ever have, and as you hold a balloon full of air in your belly, it should be so full that it almost hurts. And then as you hold your breath, bring your attention to the sensation that wakes up at your core. What sensation do you become aware of as you hold a belly full of air? Take your next big breath. Let's do that again. When you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, try your hardest to inhale more air than you ever have before. Fill the balloon in your belly bigger than you ever have, and as you hold a belly full of air, become aware of the sensation that creates at your core. What sensation wakes up as you hold a belly full of air? Take your next big breath. Place your hand over that spot. Put your hand on your belly. And as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, ask that sensation in you to grow. Ask that sensation in you to move. Take your next big breath. You are a portal for love to flow into this world. And here's where I'm asking you to really reach for imagination too. Just imagine that. The sensation you feel in your belly as you hold a belly full of air. Just imagine that is where this portal opens. That is where light enters you. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, feel the light wake up in you. Feel the light move inside of you. Take your next big breath. Place your other hand over your heart. And as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, invite the light to flow through you. Flow into your heart, through your heart, and all around your heart. Just imagine you can see what your heart looks like, encased in a bright light. What would that feel like? Take your next big breath. Take a look around your circle at all these beautiful humans, each with their hand on their heart. And notice behind their hands that you can see light in their chests ready to break through. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down. But in the circle, in your circle, it's time for you to stand up. In your circle, it's time for you to stand up, open your heart, and pour out love on the humans around you. You take a step over to your left, to stand behind the first person on your left. And as you place your hands on her head, there is a surge through your heart. Just like placing your hand on a fire hose and feeling the pulsating inside, love and light is pulsating through your heart. As you place your hands on her head, love and light stream down your arms, through your open hands, over her head, over her face, over her body, and her big, beautiful heart opens up wide to drink in all of this love. And you can feel that. You feel that in your own heart. You take another step to your left to stand behind the next person on your left. Placing your hands on his head, there is again a surge through your heart. Love and light run in streams down your arms, through your open hands, over his head, over his face, over his body. And his big, beautiful heart opens up wide to drink in all of this love. And you can feel that. You feel that connection in your own heart. You make your way around the circle, stopping behind every beautiful human, placing your hands on every head, and pouring out love for everyone. Making your way around the full circle, you come back to your spot and take your seat, because now it's your turn to be served. It is our turn to serve you. You feel the first pair of feet shuffle in behind you, and the first pair of hands are placed on your head. And a waterfall of love is poured over you. It runs in streams over your head, over your face, over your body, and it hits you right in your open heart. Feel it. There is more to come. Again, a fresh pair of feet shuffle in behind you, and new hands are placed on your head. And again, a waterfall of love is poured over you. It runs in streams over your head, over your face, over your body, and it hits you right in your open heart. Feel it there. More is to come. More hands to be placed on your head, more love to be poured over you. And as another waterfall and another waterfall is poured over you, I'd love for you to join me in this exercise. Open your hands, turn your palms upwards, and if you can, say this with me: I am worthy. I am worthy of receiving love. Please say this with me: I am deserving. I deserve to be loved. I am good enough. Just as I am good enough. There is nothing I have to first do, first fix, or first prove. I am enough. And then one more. One more exercise I'd love you to join me in. Just imagine you could step out of your body, turn around and look at this human sitting there. Someone who is clearly trying. Place your hand on the head of this human. Perhaps put your hand back over your heart. And speak these words to you. Say to yourself, you are worthy. You are worthy of receiving love. Speak these words to you. You are deserving. You deserve to be loved. Open your heart to the human being that you are as you speak to yourself. You are good enough. Just as you are good enough. There is nothing you have to first fix, first change, or first prove. You are enough. Beautiful human being, you are enough. We've all made our way back to our spots, taken our seats. Our circle is again full. We can all reach out sideways and take the hands next to us and complete the circle. As we take the last 5 breaths of gratitude together. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for being in our circle today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being a source of light for the world around you. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for doing the work that leads you closer to you, to be able to see you with kind eyes and shower love on you. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for allowing us to shower you with love. And love you just as you are. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being in our circle with us today. Nadia, very good morning. Happy that you could pop in with us. Hope you were able to sit with us for a little while. Gary, good morning. Brendan, good morning. Thanks for popping in. I hope you were able to spend a bit of time with us. Thank you, Celine. Have a beautiful Friday. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Tracy. Antoinette, Beatrix. Trying to remember who all popped in this morning. Have a beautiful Friday. I hope your heart feels open and light. Colette, thank you. Have a beautiful Friday. See you all again soon. Ciao, ciao.